Hey there. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. You know, I was just having this very strange conversation with a friend of mine, Mary. You know Mary. You remember last year? Oh, God, actually, probably about a year and a half ago, we all came together and did a rainbow glitter warrior dance for Mary, who was going to check herself into the hospital to have a treatment that caused an anaphylactic reaction. You remember? We came together to send her love and juju on that day. And Mary is control number one. Mary is the one that built this protocol. God bless her. It has definitely been a very emotional, mental, physical journey. So we were chatting today, and I was saying, I miss my previous chemo. I miss my FOLFIRI. I do. Listen, and that's just so weird. That's just so weird. I miss my chemo. No, I do. So, as you know, I've recently changed my treatment plan. My chemo failed. I've growth. It's moved to my head. We're trying to figure out a different solution, if there is one. So I'm trying this new protocol. The protocol that Mary built by walking through those doors a year and a half ago. It's given me the opportunity. But this is the thing. This shit's gross. Like, this shit is... I mean, I thought I was a special unicorn again. Because I did the... check myself into treatment, and then I take 14 days of pills, right? The treatment, the oxaliplatin, I just expect to be gross. I just do. I mean, I have to check myself into an ICU in order to have the treatment because it causes an anaphylactic reaction. And they said, most likely, I will have it every single time. They will figure out how to mitigate that with constant Benadryl drips. They will. I have faith in that. But the reaction is going to happen. So I just know that's going to be gross. I don't know. I thought that getting 2 weeks of chemo pills, you know, was going to be amazing. And it is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing because it's giving me 3 weeks. 3 weeks in between treatment. Stop for a minute and think about this. I was diagnosed 4.5 years ago by some freaking miracle of science. I am still here. It's amazing. But 4.5 years. 4.5 years that if I wasn't in an operation, and half the time, even when I was in an operation, you still walked into the chemo center every 2 weeks. Imagine that. Imagine that every other week is just erased. You can't do anything. You're sick. Gross. It's just erased. So you can't make plans. It's the other thing. You'd think like, hey, and don't get me wrong, you've seen me. Hey, I did chemo, got on a plane, went to Iceland. It was amazing. Projectile vomiting all through Iceland, but it was amazing. Went to Helsinki, did a lovely historic boat tour, puking over the side. They thought it was from boat sickness. So you can make it happen, but it's really freaking hard. You can't just say like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy this concert ticket and I'm going to show up at a concert in 3 weeks or 6 weeks or 6 months. Ooh, certainly I'm not playing. I've never planned for 6 months. It's the side effects. Being able to have these 3 glorious weeks. And I'm so happy for it because honestly, if I had to check myself in for this new treatment is go in on Monday, get your blood work done. I get 1 drip of Avastin, 30 minutes. Next day, check myself into the ICU, 24 hours of that, go home, start these 14 days of chemo pills. That sounds glorious, honestly. If I can just get through like the scariness of of the ICU, because where I'm at in time right now, if I was on my regular 2-week, I would have had to check myself in on Monday. That would have meant I had no good days. That's why beyond like, whew, it's 3 weeks. So I don't, it gives you more time to deal with the mental, the like processing of the, yeah, I'm going to walk myself into the ICU because yay, treatment that keeps me alive, right? Yes, like, but let's just set the mental game aside. Damn. The physical of this new treatment. I mean, my poor wife, we were driving across country and, I feel like a lot of times, like our conversations are like making wine, right? There's all this process and all this like, elbows up to pulp and gross shit that happens when you're cleaning the barrels and just all that stuff. But, no one ever talks about it and you don't really see it. What we do talk about, though, is the end results, right? And then it's all this lovely conversation about how we grow the grapes and blah, da, da, da. And I feel like that's kind of, the conversations that we have in a way where we deal with my emotions, we deal with, things that are going on in my life, but, well, dude, I just forgot what I was saying. This happens all the time. Oh, hold on. Okay, I was going to tell you a story about my wife. So, because because of the, all right, slow it down. Because I don't share the yucky parts of the treatment, right? You're not seeing me projectile vomiting. You're not seeing the times when I'm laying on the floor crying because this sucks. And my poor wife has to deal with it. We were driving across country to come out to Jackson because I said to my wife, I said, even if I can just sit on the patio, if I don't have the energy to be able to do anything else, I can just sit on the patio and watch baby moose and it's spring, summer, right? This is the time where all the baby animals are out. Like, that'll be enough for me. That'll be enough. So we decided to move to Jackson. And thankfully it is enough because that's all I've been able to do. However, I did go for a very short bike ride, but side effects. So my wife is driving me across country and I'm projectile vomiting. No, God, I'm sorry. I'm getting so confused. Oh no, I exploded out my ass in the bathroom of a gas station. I just don't even know how it happens. You know what I mean? Like, this has never happened to me. This has never happened to me outside of chemo. Like, I did not have those kind of issues. So you go into a public bathroom and you see this, right? The assholes that fucking explode in a bathroom and walk away. Who the fuck are you? Right? I don't get it. I went to the bathroom. I stood up. I looked behind me. I was like, what just happened? And then spent the next 30 fucking minutes cleaning it up because who does that? Anyways, the vomiting actually didn't come till later, but it's just, the neuropathy makes it really bad. It's cold weather out here, so it freezes my hands, my face, my feet. I've just got liquid ass and I'm just vomiting. But like, it could be just like right now, and all of a sudden, it just comes. So again, I miss my chemo. I miss my regular, tried and true chemo that everybody else got sick on, but for some reason, I was a freaking unicorn, and it did not give me liquid ass, and I did not throw up, and I did not cry every day, because this is really hard. It's just weird. Remember I said I would never do chemo? My poor sister, when I was diagnosed, she was terrified. She came to say goodbye to me because she knew. I've been a cancer caretaker we watched my grandmother die. Oh man, no. My first was Pandy. She died when we were 17. And my grandmother. And my friend Jean. And Marvin. And then it just started. Isn't that weird? Anyways, I had always said I would never do chemo. And here I am. Celebrating my previous chemo and wishing that it was here. It's all right. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And you know what that means? I'm just going for it. I'm planning things. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do them, but I'm planning them. I bought tickets to a concert in Montana. I'm going to, my wife is like, wrap me in a ball, throw me in that front seat. We are going to see camp in Montana. And we're, this week, we'll see. I go for treatment in 4 days. And when I go for treatment, the night before, all my friends and I, they're like, we will carry you if we have to. And they might have to because it's going to be 95 degrees in Chicago. But we're going to go see LCD Sound System. Because you know what? If this summer's going to be my last, I'm fucking claiming it. It's not going to be my last, though. It's not. All the time. All right. I'll let you go. Thanks for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. Tilly, you want to say hi before we go? Huh, baby? Oh, this one's so tired. She's been barking through the window at moose and fox and elk. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon.